Okay. We still have 1 minute, but for those who didn't come to Zoom last on Tuesday, we actually put in the country where you want to, from the country you need to make a dish for the International Food Festival, March 28th. Okay, and I appreciate for those who show up to Zoom, even on the school close day. Okay, after that, I was like, why did I do that? Like, why do I make myself work when nobody else is working, But then I thought it's at least, we get that sorted out. So, and today we can just start with chapter 1. So anybody that didn't pick their country yet? Everybody here already picked the country? So we have Ecuador, Jamaica, Cuba, China, Norway, Costa Rica, Poland, Haiti, Korea, Colombia, Dominican Republic, Nicaragua. Did I say it right? Nicaragua or Nicaragua. And then Italy, Puerto Rico, France, Netherlands, India, Argentina, Belgium, and Russia. So anybody? So is Ryan here? Duncan? Duncan. So any country come to your mind?
No, not right now. I had one, but somebody took it already.
Which one?
About 80.
80. Took 80. Oh, DJ, right? Anything else? Any other country you can want to try? Taiwan? Japan? Japan is not picked. Yeah?
I'll do Japan.
What's your name?
Jack Rothenheiser.
Jack, Japan. The reason I want you to pick is so you have idea where you can search. Okay, it's not like I don't want it to be a last minute thing. And then I want you to search something that's doable. It's not too difficult and not cost too much money to grab. Okay. Yep.
Do you want us to cook like the whole class or like a small amount?
Just small amount is good. Yeah, just. I don't know. How small?
That's what I'm asking.
For 10, about 10?
Okay.
Is that okay? Yeah, just something that people can test a little bit. Okay, yeah. I'll bring, I have this machine called Thermomix. So I bring Thermomix. Thermomix can do stir fry, can do steam, can do, even can do a smoothie, So I think I bring that day. So anybody that didn't sign up, Jacob?
Yeah, I know there's already in Italy, but if I were to talk to that person, would we be able to do 2 separate dishes from Italy or?
But the thing is that you need to also do a little bit introduction on the country.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, so
I'll get back to you on that.
okay. Switzerland? Germany?
It's like Germany.
Okay, Germany.
That works.
Are you going to make the pig's feet?
We'll
No,
find
I'm
out.
kidding. I'm kidding. Or I don't think we can bring German beer. Okay. So any
Oh, somebody did Denmark?
yes, Denmark. Wait. No. You want to do Denmark?
I could do Denmark.
You are Duken, Denmark. Can we? Yeah.
Did anyone take the United States?
Oh, you want to be sneaky?
Is that allowed?
I didn't say no.
So what food comes to your mind? Pizza is not from US.
No, it's not. I was thinking like burgers.
Is burger from US?
I looked it up the other day, burgers is originated here.
From where?
Here.
Really? Okay, you want to do, but burger is. What, how are you going to serve? You're going to do the small, like the small burger or?
Well, I mean, not like a slider size, I was thinking like a standard size burger, about like a dozen or so.
Okay, United States.
That's okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Anybody want to do Canada? Huh?
Other than, west, other Austria,
Oh, what's your name?
vessel. I,
Kenny?
no, one more down.
Oh, yes, okay, so you picked, Netherlands, but at
Yeah,
the time I didn't see your name here. So you want to do what?
Austria.
Austria. Austria, not Australia, right?
No.
Did I spell it right? No. Austria? Austria?
Yeah,
Where Vienna is?
yeah.
Vienna and, okay. Kenny, is Ken here? Oh, he's in trouble. Ryan?
Yeah.
Okay, so,
Did you do Canada?
nobody did Canada.
I do Canada.
What do you have in mind?
I don't know.
Ice wine? No, I'm kidding. What's famous for Canada? Syrup? No, that's Vermont. I'm kidding. Okay, so are you sure?
Yeah, I do
Okay.
that, no.
Okay. So Ryan, Canada. Nobody want to do Thailand or Vietnam? No, only one person. Can, okay. Are you Can? Or no? Okay, so this is that. That's that. Any questions after Tuesday's syllabus introduction? I don't know if I missed anything, but let's go ahead and then talk about the introduction of this class, the global management or international and global management. So. Introduction. So today we are going to like kind of cover, what exactly is globalization. I think, everybody know what globalization is. And then some major drivers that push the globalization. And then what would be the changing nature of the global economy. And what are the main arguments on the impact of globalization. And then understand how the process of globalization create, how they create opportunities and challenges for you guys in the future. So, this one, the opening, let me skip this. But what's on the news recently?
War. War.
War, yes. So what does that impact? The war is not here, it's far, far away. But have you guys heard people talking about the war by Red Sea, the war between Russia and Ukraine? How does that impact us? Have you guys heard of anything?
Like prices of fuel and oil and stuff like that.
Yes, so the price of oil might have gone up. It went up just a little bit, not a lot. Have you guys heard of the supply chain issue? So we have the map here. I just realized, I thought it's an upside down map. It's just written upside down. It's not a real upside down map. So see the China's here, Russia's still north. So for a long time, I thought it's upside down, but now I realize it's not. So, so this is where the war is, right, Red Sea? And so a lot of stuff that might be able to ship from like through here, you know, going to here or through here and then to Europe, they might need to change the route, okay? So like, even like, Tesla in Germany, people say they are about to close their production in the end of January because they can't get the part in time. Because, now, how do you call that, the shipping companies, they need to reroute their shipment, not through Red Sea, but through, you know, make a big circle, okay, through South Africa. So it would take much, much longer. So it's interrupting the, supply chain. So that's, you know, one of the, thing that you would not think of, like, it's far, far away, how would it affect us? But actually it would, because of, you know, the delay of the shipment and, you know, all those stuff. So that's the, you know, the economy today, because we are not, there are very few self-contained economy. US actually could be, well, I wanted to say, we have a lot of resources, we could be, if anybody can claim they are self-contained, there will be US. But even for us, we experienced, like during the pandemic, the chips, there's huge chip shortage, right? Delay. So a lot of our stuff nowadays have chips, you know, the kitchen appliance, the cars, our cars has different type of chips, and, you know, everything has some kind of chip, okay? So they actually kind of interrupt so it's very difficult to claim that we are self-contained, but we actually have if someone can claim they are self-contained, we have the most, I think US has the most resources can be self-contained, but even then, no, we can't, okay? So, so there are a more integrated global economic system that we will talk about later in the later chapters, okay? So these are the globalization, and globalization to some people, it means job loss, you know, like if we set up a factory in some other countries, the factory is closed here, so to some people, it means job loss. But to some people, it could be creating more opportunities, okay? And, yeah, so it's just, it depends on, different situation. And the top is here. So there are top 15 trading partners for US, we would look at it later. But there are two terms that we want to talk about. One is surplus. Surplus basically just means when we export more than we import, then we have surplus. And deficit is when we import more than we export, then, you know, we have deficit. So let's look at the trading partner. So the top trading partner for, let's just say year to date in 2022. So actually, you see the top partner is Canada, okay? But the export and import, we export less than import from Canada, okay? But the total trade is 669. And then Mexico, and then China is the third. So China, you see there's a huge deficit. We only export 124. This is probably billions. And then we import almost 500 billion on China. Okay, and you see Taiwan is number 10. Okay, so we also import more from Taiwan than export. UK, we export more than import. Yeah. So these are the some of the data that we can see here. So those are the best global brands, and you can see that a lot of them are from US, but a lot of them from European, maybe few from Asia, Okay, so that's just for you guys to take a look. So let's see. Where's H&M from? H&M. Google it. Anybody shop at H&M? My daughter loves H&M. Yeah.
Yes, we didn't.
Sweden? Okay, I didn't know. I thought it's from Spain. So, Nescafe. Nestle, where is it from? Number 38.
Is that from here?
Huh?
Is that from here?
Look it up, see where it's from. Nescafe, Nestle,
Oh, this was,
from Switzerland, yes, yeah. How about Zara? 35. Anybody shop at Zara? Yeah, my daughter loves Zara too. Where's Zara from?
Spain.
Yes, yeah. Did you say you work at
Michael Kors.
Michael Kors? Does Jacob, what is the name? What, no, I'm asking her, like what brand does Michael Kors include? You told me like,
Oh, Coach bought us. So Coach bought Michael Kors and Kate Spade. So by April, I should have a discount at Coach, Kate Spade, Michael Kors. Well, I have one at Versace and Jimmy Choo as well.
oh, not, what is it, some Jacob?
Marc Jacobs.
Yeah, Marc Jacob, is it part of?
Unless it's a part of Kate Spade or Coach,
Oh, okay,
but not a part of Michael Kors.
So. Where were we? Oh, Zara, Spain. How about Hermes? This one. This one. Did I say it right?
Is that brand?
Yeah. So they bought some, they bought also a wine company. They are the, like a big, groups now. How about L'Oreal?
Brands?
Yes, I thought L'Oreal is American. Because they're so big here, like you see different brands under L'Oreal, but it's actually France. Yeah, and then a lot of them are, you know, like we know BMW. Where's BMW from?
Germany.
Yeah, so some of those are famous, like we know where they are from. But some of those, we don't know, yeah. So those are the top global brands. And then, so one question that I personally interested in this, the medical tourism. I was thinking of starting a business in Taiwan because in Taiwan, the medical service is very fast and the quality is very good and it's very cheap. Okay, so without insurance, one time I was sick, I just went to a very local clinic. I had a fever. And so I went to see the doctor, and usually in the clinic, they have a pharmacy, so they will sell you medicine. So I don't have insurance from Taiwan. I don't have insurance that works in Taiwan. So they were like, they asked, like, say, you don't have insurance card? I said, no. Then you have to pay out of pocket. I said, yeah. And guess how much I pay, including medicine. I think they gave me a shot, and then they gave me ibuprofen. So it's not really, you know, but they still gave me ibuprofen. They gave me a shot, and then I was seen by a doctor. Guess how much they charged me out of pocket? Come on, just I won't fail you if you guess it wrong. $20? Anybody? Any other guess? I don't have gifts here. 50? 50? Anybody else? $12, including, yeah. So if you have insurance, the copay is $1.50. Yeah, without insurance is $12. So I was thinking, oh, I could have, like, I know they have like the luxury health checkup where they do MRI on the whole body and check whatever is wrong with you, and it only costs about $1,000 for the luxury checkup. So I was thinking to, my ex-husband, he's a private jet pilot, so he flew Gulfstream. So I was thinking to work with his company, to start luxury medical tourism. So one person want to do a procedure, like if they want to do tummy tuck or whatever, it's much cheaper there than here, and the quality is very good. Like they give you really good hotel, the hospital rooms and all that, and everything is very cheap. Not very cheap, but much cheaper than here. So I was thinking about doing that. Okay. Still thinking. I talked to some doctors. They say, oh, they might be doable because then they don't have to file the insurance. They don't like to go through the process to file insurance to get money from the insurance agent. So if someone is willing to pay out of pocket, people will love that. Yeah, so anyway, so this is idea from what's that country? Costa Rica. Anybody been to Costa Rica? No? So Costa Rica is very famous for the medical tourism. They are actually the first country that brought it up. Because Costa Rica, if you guys want to visit, they're one of the theme was they treasure their natural environment. Okay, so basically, the food there, the steak there tastes better because there's less pollution. It's all, they raise their cows naturally, and yeah, and then they don't put their budget in any national defense, so they don't have military, so they save their money into education, and they promote the medical school a lot, so people don't need to pay college in Costa Rica, even in medical school, they don't need to pay. So they have a lot of trained medical staff. Okay, so that's how they, that's how they combine like their natural resources, their environment, and the medicine. So the idea was the whole family can go to a resort, stay there while the one person that needs to do some procedure, rest, and then they can do sightseeing, when this person is resting. Yeah. So, but the thing here is, so imagine if you have a medical procedure done here, if something went wrong, you know where to find the doctor and you can sue the doctor, right? So what happened if something went wrong in other countries? Right? And then do they actually have the license that's certified by US? They don't, right? They have license certified in their own country, but do you trust the standard in those countries? So that's the thing, like I trust doctors in Taiwan, but you might not trust because you don't know. You just hear what I say, like, oh, they are good, but you don't know, right? So that's the thing with the globalization of healthcare. So what do you guys think about this? Like, do you think this is good or bad for patient?
Good and bad is, you develop new medicines and everything like that, but then you have costs really, going up. They're already overloaded, but that's like due to administrator staff and whatever, blah, blah, blah. So it's like, oh, the Tylenol is $50 here, or yes, for like $5.
Yeah.
It's the cost that's really the problem.
Yes, that's the issue here, I think. It's so expensive. I don't know how. Oh, I went to Korea in winter break and we were all sick. We had really bad fever, we had flu. So we went to see the doctor. At first, they gave me 2 receipts. I actually took picture. They gave me 2 receipts. I was like, oh my God, it's like 1.5 million Korean won, which is about 10,000 US dollars. Okay, so they gave me the receipt and I took picture and I sent it to my daughter. She was the one said she wanted to go to Korea, so I planned the trip and I was sick. And then I said, I'm waiting, and they gave me this receipt. I still have no idea what the receipt is. So she said, are we broke? I said, maybe. And then she freaked out. She said, just run away. If you haven't seen a doctor, just leave. I said, but I really feel so bad. Like I couldn't move, that, like it's really bad. Like I have high fever and all that. I said, I need to see the doctor. So she said, oh my God. And then after I saw the doctor, I was concerned about the $10,000 I have to pay. So doctor said, so you got a flu, like type A flu. You have 2 options. You want medicine or you want to do the injection. And I say, how much? I say, which one is cheaper? I want to do whichever is cheaper. So she said, okay, do the medicine. And then so she prescribed me the medicine. But then I went to pay and it's not as bad as 10,000. Eventually I pay $65 for everything, like call the whatever, $65. I was like, oh my God. But 65 in their standard is still expensive. Yeah, if they have insurance, they pay about $10. Yeah. So it's a little bit more expensive than Taiwan, but it's much cheaper than us. Out of pocket with the flu medicine and $65. So much better than $10,000. Yeah. So do you guys think the US government should restrict the outsourcing of the medical work? And what if the physicians, they actually are certified by US medical institutions? Would it be better, or what do you guys think?
Well, I thought by US law, we restrict the amount of doctors from overseas that can actually come in here. Even though they're already qualified to do so, we still put them through training, blah, 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 even though they're.
Yes, they need.
Qualified as.
It's changing because now we need a lot of nurses and doctors. So it's actually changing. They are going to, like before, when international students want to apply for medical school in US, they can't if they don't have green card. But now they are more open. Yeah, more international students are accepted by the medical school, and then they are usually sponsored to get green card. So because we don't have enough doctors and then nurses, I think a lot of people retire after COVID, even for us, for our professor, like for this school, a lot of people retire during COVID. Yeah. So so this is just something that we want you guys to have a thought. Oh, so this is just something I want to see how we play. So do you know what globalization is? Scan the QR code and then answer. Let's see how it works here. So we will have to keep you awake. We'll have some activities like this during the class. What? 2/3 didn't know what globalization is? Or only 7 people answered? Come on. But 19 people, 4 still didn't answer, 3. So almost 2/3 didn't know what globalization is. And, okay. So what is globalization? Okay, so globalization means that the economy is more integrated and interdependent, like I told you guys, in US, we actually have a lot of resources, but when we are making a lot of product, especially like nowadays, TV, everything, have chips. So we are relying on Taiwan to ship us chips, okay? So that's more interdependent. And Taiwan, of course, Taiwan's a small island. We buy weapons from US to defend ourselves. So that's the only country that will sell us weapons, because all other countries that make weapons like Russia, Iran, they are all friends with China. So we can only get weapons from US. And we just had our presidential election last Saturday. The candidate I like lost, so I was crying for a whole day on Saturday. And then my friend and I, my friend said, "Oh, for 4 more years, we this time that 4 years later we are flying back to vote." Yeah, so two facets of globalization, 2 ways of globalization. One is the globalization of market. So like when we have some product, we can sell it to different markets. Like you see H&M, they are originally from Sweden and they sell it here in US, okay? Like, what is the company? Nestle, okay? They are so big, they are everywhere. And we actually thought that's from US, right? It's from Switzerland. So it's globalization of market. And then we have globalization of the production, like Apple, they are produced mostly in China, right? So a lot of Apple phone, iPhone are produced in China. So that's all globalization of the production, okay? So those are the 2 facets here. And the globalization of market is, basically, we have to sometimes when we are selling stuff to different market, we have to kind of change the design a little bit, because every market, they might have different preferences, different tastes that we will cover more in later chapters, okay? So like Starbucks, I'll share with you. The Starbucks in Korea, it's the cake they sell is very different. I really like it, but it's very creamy. It's creamy. So but I like it. Yeah. So it's different than the cake or dessert they sell here. Okay. And so let me show you. And then globalization production is basically where it's produced. And it depends on whatever, we call the factor of production, whatever that we need more to produce the product, we call the factor of the production. Okay, the quality, like the labor quality, the energy, the land, the capital, okay? Do you guys know which country has like most affordable energy in the world?
South Korea?
South Korea, why?
I don't know, I just think we get it.
No. Which country actually have cheaper energy?
Japan.
Here, US, our gas, our oil is, yes,
Cheaper.
yes, cheaper. Yeah, we have cheaper electricity, well, not in California, but but for here is, yeah, much cheaper, yeah. So that's why a lot of energy intensive industry, they will want to move here because we actually have cheaper energy. Oh, wait, someone put in chat. Kuwait, oh, Kuwait is cheap too, yeah, the oil, yeah. So. Yeah, so companies, they are looking for, places where they can produce their product cheaper, okay? And not too much trouble. We will also talk about it, like in different countries, when we have different, maybe political system, different system, we might experience different type of trouble when we do business there, okay? So a lot of times, if you want to be conservative, we avoid going to those places. So who made an iPhone? It's actually Siri evolved. So now the answer is different. Before, when you ask Siri, where are you from? She said, oh, it depends on what you asked. Like, the screen was made somewhere, the chip was made somewhere. But now, if you ask Siri where she's from, she will say different things. You can try to ask, yeah. And then, yeah, so this is made in somewhere like iPhone X, okay? So the total cost is about 370, and 110 is the Samsung, the display, and then 44 for Toshiba, for the memory chips. And then the US, Taiwan, Europe, they also have different portion. So these are the some of the analysis, well, the chart that people were discussing. So the speakers from different places, within the glass, the color screen, all that. So this is that. And then I have, oh, okay, here. So the globalization of production, so for the outsourcing, a lot of times are for manufacturing, but today, actually a lot of services are done, globally, okay? Like the famous one is the call center. We know call center are, outsourced somewhere else. But, some of the impediment for globalization will be different trade barriers that we will talk about in the later chapter, what exactly are trade barriers, okay? To make the trading more difficult, okay? And then we have barriers to foreign direct investment. And then the transportation costs, economic, political risk that, I just kind of talk about it, but we will talk more in later chapters. And then for the managerial challenge, when you need to send people to, different places, or like when we have a globally dispersed supply chain, we get stuff all over the world. So whatever area has some issue, it might impact our supply chain, okay? So this, and then I want to show you the examples. So is this example of globalization of market or globalization of production? So what is on the left?
Not a smart toilet.
Smart toilet. What does smart toilet do?
It has like different functions, like seat warmer. I think it has like a bidet.
Yeah, bidet and yeah. So what do you guys think? Where does bidet come from?
It comes from France. Does it come from France?
I don't know. Look it up. the name come from France, right? But I don't know if it's originally is it from Rome, Roman Empire. Yeah,
It says keep friends.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so it is from France, okay, yeah, so. I remember 5 years ago, when I teach this class, international management, when I show people video of the day. Student will be like, ew, I don't want anything like, touching my ass, and. But today, I have actually several friends, friends that from here, from Pennsylvania, they have a day in their house. So how many of you would not object having this in your room, in your house? Only two? How many of you definitely say no? Oh, so at least nobody say no to this. It's actually very good. I bought one during the pandemic when there's a shortage in toilet paper. So I thought, oh, let me get this, and it was on sale. And so I got two of this, yeah. So this one, it just came out, 2 months ago. And I thought it's interesting to mention because I like to study the generation difference, like younger generation to my understanding, like my daughter talk about it, like you guys care more about the business ethics, the sustainability, if something they are made out of, sustainability, or they try to maintain the environment. You guys, the younger people, wouldn't mind paying a little bit more to support that. I don't know if I'm wrong, okay? So that's my understanding, like majority of younger generation, Gen Z, would like sustainability, right? Is that the case for you guys, or when you buy stuff, you just pick whatever is cheaper? That's my generation. We're frugal, so we just buy something cheap. Okay, so this one, this is Tiger is a Japanese brand. They make the appliances, okay, the rice cooker. So how many of you have rice cooker at home? Oh, yeah, so because when I first came here, I have to pack a rice cooker from Taiwan. We cannot find rice cooker here, but now more and more people are eating rice, right? So, and a lot of people have rice cooker. So this one is a 100-year anniversary special edition. This is like environment sustainability focus rice cooker. So let me show you the video. People were laughing, like, what's wrong with this company? Why do they so basically you have to put rice in the water for like different time. 30 minutes to 40 minutes. During that time, when the rice is in the water, you can prepare the fire. Use the newspaper. You wrap it like this. And you put it underneath. That okay, and then you can make the rice. So this is good for camping. every 1.5 minutes, put in one newspaper, and then you'll be done. So people like, I know about this because a friend of mine whose son bought this, okay? And then he brought it home, and then his parents were like, you paid this much to buy something that you have to use newspaper or, to cook the rice. And so they were yelling at him, and then they put it they put it in the storage for several weeks until, I don't know if you guys follow the news. I think January 1st, Japan has a big earthquake and there's no electricity. So until then, then I think that particular family lost power for 3 days. So they were able to use this to make rice. Okay, so that's just something, I thought interesting because I was thinking if there's no like power issue, even to camping. If you guys, how many of you like camping? No? Oh, me neither. I don't like camping either. But if I go to camping, if I want to make rice, I would just use some pot and then just start a fire and then just cook there. I don't need to buy this and then, and who has newspaper nowadays? Right? Do you guys, do your family older subscribe newspaper now? Local, yeah. So not many people have newspaper, right? So, but I just thought, oh, this is interesting, like Japanese always invent something strange, but you can tell it's a good quality product, but still it's, and I wonder whether or not, if they try to sell it here, people will buy it, so it's just something that I thought interesting. And then it reminds me to, like, I should share with you this. This is something I bought. Anybody understand Japanese or Chinese?
Friday?
No, okay, so take a look and then tell me what you think this is for. Guess what this is for. Okay, to pass around. So there's something also I bought from Japan, and I thought you cannot get it anywhere else. They have the idea to even invent this. I thought it's interesting. Yeah. So, another trend for globalization is emergence of the global institution. So we will talk about this, also later when we have the regional integration. So, the major global institution, the one that related to this class will be the World Trade Organization, WTO. Okay, and we'll talk about it later. So, and then we have the IMF, we have the World Bank. We also would cover more for these two organizations. They are under UN, and I think now in Congress they are trying to pass sort of like do they call that? Not law, but something that they are going to accept, promote Taiwan enter IMF, okay? And it got rejected, it got objected by China. So and so IMF basically, so both of them basically have the member countries, they put in, you know, millions of dollars into these two institutions, and they'll have billions of dollars in belong to them. They can manage to give it to or loan to different countries in need. So IMF, they will give out loans to the countries where they have some economic disasters, like if they have banking crisis or if they have the currency crisis, they would lend them money, and with the money they have, they can use it to kind of manage the crisis. Okay, we'll also talk more on that. And then World Bank is, they give loans to developing countries for the like usually construction plans, okay? So they give very low interest rate to the developing country. Yeah, so these are, and then United Nations. And it started from G7 till today is G20. Okay, the group of 20 countries that's more developed. So, and then the driver for the globalization, one is there are fewer and fewer barriers, and of course promoted by WTO. WTO tried to make all the member countries to lower their tariff, the tax, you know, for different products. Yeah, and then we have the technological change, like, you know, we now, when we order something from Amazon, you know, a lot of time they are from all over the world, right? So, yeah, so because of the technology, you know, Amazon can manage their warehouse more efficiently, and then they can also track the shipment more, you know, efficiently. And then they actually help us to get our product, you know, from different places. Okay, so I know a friend of mine, she is in fashion business. She can even track, like, there's a chart, they track all the ships, the shipping boat, where they are on the ocean, so that she can track where her shipment is. Like, she can't really tell which boat, but they will tell her, oh, here, and then here are all like thousands of boats on all the ocean, so she can see like the traffic. Yeah, so that's the technology, what technology can help us. So did you guys all, okay, so what do you guys think this is?
I think it's an eye washing station or something for your eyes.
Oh, everybody agree? Wow, you actually are the first time that you guys get it right. Yeah, so this is where you put it in, and then you just put it in here and then wash your eyes. Yeah, because of allergy. So they, like, when we have allergy, we, like Asians, we don't like to take medicine. You know, as if we don't need to take medicines, we will hold it till, you know, and sometimes we say, we're going to fight allergy. So another joke, my brother's classmate, he is allergic to shrimp. Okay, and then one time they went to this seafood place, and he had like some allergy, you know, when he had the first shrimp, he had some like reddish stuff showing out on his face. He said, let me fight. So they ordered more seafood or the lobster, they ordered oyster and, you know, all that. And then eventually he had to go to ER because, yeah, so that's how stupid we could be, like an Asian. We say we fight for allergy. And one time, before, when I first came here, like maybe 3 or 4 years, when I'm in US, I had really bad allergy and I don't want to take any medicine. So, but like my nose is running like crazy and I cough at night so bad. So I actually had to sit up and sleep. I was sitting on my bed and sleep, and it's so bad. And then I blow my nose so much that I had nose bleeding like constantly. So eventually I gave in. So I started to take medicine. But my friends were making fun of me, like they were like, "Oh, you're too weak," so they are still fighting. And yeah, so that's just I want to share with you this because it's just different culture. People perceive different stuff. And when I go see doctor, like the doctor will easily prescribe me something. I don't even remember the name. Let me think. Something that's very addictable, like something codum or like what is it, oxycodone?
Oxycodone?
Yeah, oxycodone, and then the Vicodin, what is it, Vicodin? Yeah, so the doctor prescribed me that. And I remember like I took half of the pill and I threw up, like I feel so dizzy, I threw up, so I never try it. And then I go to the dog park and meet a lot of friends, and not a lot, but quite a few of them had like they had cancer and all that, so they have some kind of pain in their body, and they even like medical marijuana didn't help, it couldn't help, it's not, yeah. So I said, oh, I have a lot of this, and they will be like, oh, can you give it to me? Because their doctor wouldn't prescribe them those medicine because they have high tendency to, yeah. So it's funny because that's something I don't like. Whenever doctor prescribe me, I say no, and I don't want to take it. Yeah. And on the other hand, some people they need it to, and yeah, so it's just cultural different. Yeah. So yeah, so we like we don't want to take medicine and then we become more sensitive. Yeah. So 2 years ago, my friend invited me to go to this marijuana festival. Okay. And on recording. Yeah. So and I teach this class. I teach forming and managing medical marijuana business. Okay. But before I told the class, I never know what marijuana look like. I never know how it smells like. Yeah, but then I started to teach this class, and my friend said, oh, let me take you to see, like you can learn. And of course you want me to try as well. So I said, okay. So we went to this place, and then the very first stand, they have this dab, the marijuana dab. Okay. And she just actually took one drop. And I said, I don't have marijuana card. Can I try? She said, sure. So she tried. So just one drop on the water bomb. She just use the toothpick, like the thing, do one little drop and then do this. She just take one flow. I said, okay. So I did. And then when I walked to the third store, it's like they do the tie-dye blanket and then all the stuff. Everything was turning. I was like, oh my God. And yeah, and then I was like, oh my God. And I feel really bad, like I feel really dizzy. And then my friend's like, are you okay? I said, no. And then she said, do you need to sit down? I said, yes. So we sat down, and then I was like, I feel like I couldn't breathe, like, I couldn't breathe. And I threw up like 5 times. And she called the, how do you call that, the med,
Oh, EMT.
no, they have some medical people there.
Oh.
Yeah, so she called the, and then he's like, there's no way, we just need to wait it out and then till, it's gone. So she was recording me and then she told everybody at the door part, like, yeah, so just one tiny dad. Yeah, and then last weekend, there's another festival. So I said, I'm not going to try anything. So I just walk around, I took a lot of pictures, and this time it's very different. So this time, compared to 2 years ago, a lot of stand when they sell the marijuana, they also sell mushrooms. A lot of mushrooms. So I took picture of the mushrooms, yeah. And then my friend tried like some tiny chocolate. So they tried the chocolate. I said, no, I'll drive. You guys can try. And then eventually she said, oh my God, I think I'm high. And then we went to this place. They sell gummies and chocolates. She said, I want this. So she spent $300 in that stand when she took after she took some samples. Before she's very frugal. She doesn't buy stuff. She asked like, so how much is this? She compare, but then when she went to the stand after, tiny piece of chocolate, it's like, oh, want to get this. So she got it, yeah. So it's just, to me, it's very different, okay? Growing up, nobody like touched, and it's like highly illegal. It's highly illegal in Taiwan, yeah. So nobody had any access, but my friends, they grew up here and then they all tried something when they were in high school. I don't know if you guys had the chance to try anything, but it's just, to me, it's very, so but it's still illegal in a lot of countries. And I'm seeing, like, I heard news yesterday, FDA just submit their report, so they are going to make it to a how do you say that, like, to a loose regulated category. They're going to categorize marijuana they are recommending that, yeah. So anyway, let me move this is blocking my. So the demographic for the global economy. So we can see more and more countries, they are more open up, but because, well, I think depends on our presidential election. Okay. So far, I think from what I saw on the news, Biden has less support than Trump at this moment. Trump has 50% of support and Biden only have 48%. So for Trump, if Trump win the election, then there might be more trade wars between US and China. Okay. So we will see what's the effect. But I know a lot of other European countries, they are also angry at China, and then a lot of foreign investments are moving out of China. And that's why you see that Chinese stock market has been dropping the past several weeks, and then you see a lot of bankruptcy from China. Yeah. So any questions so far? So I'm going to skip this because I think COVID already passed. So I designed this right after COVID, right? Like when we come back to school. So do you have better idea what globalization is now? Or still no? You have better idea about the marijuana festival? Then, yeah. So no questions? So I guess that's it, right? Let me see what I need to do. So we would do. Okay, so we will talk about the cat litter project later. Okay, but we'll cover the different chapters first, and all the quizzes, all the exams are on TopHat. And this is the code to register TopHat school. So no questions? I'm going to start the recording. And. So I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Oh, one more thing, sorry. So if you go to, the Dropbox. Oh, I didn't put it in there, sorry. So, we have an investment club. Okay, and I'm going to post the QR code to join the investment club in the Dropbox. If you join, screenshot that you are in the investment club, you will get extra credit. Okay, I'll post it now, like I'm going to post it now. So. And this.